Welcome to Vision Defense Institute. Today we are going to see CDSE 2021-2 GS Set A key and explanation. So with respect to CDSE 2021-2, which was held on November 14, 2021, the GS paper was quite easy, and today we'll be discussing about the answers for polity, geography and history. Overall, there were 19 questions from polity, 20 questions from geography, and 21 questions from history. Now let us move on to questions. First question. The federation of which one of the following has been described as indestructible union of indestructible states? Yes, I think this we have studied in Article 1. So India is a indestructible union of destructible states, right? So according to Article 1 and Article 3, so states are temporary, they're not permanent, but here indestructible union of indestructible states. So answer is USA. According to Texas versus White case in USA, they have told that both the union and states are indestructible in USA. Answer is B. Next question. Who among the following is the author of the famous essay, The End of History and the Last Man? So this is a direct factual question. The answer is Francis Fukuyama. So it is based on political philosophy. So it is a book written in 1992 by Francis Fukuyama. He is an American political scientist. Next question. Which of the following statement is not correct? So this is a question which is reflected in the NCERT. So many of the questions have been reflected in the NCERT. So out of 60 questions from polity, geography and history, 20 questions are directly from NCERT. And some other questions which can be inferred from NCERT. So NCERT is formed a very important source for this CDSA exam to 2021. Allahabad High Court has a bench at Lucknow. Madhya Pradesh High Court has a bench at Gwalior. Rajasthan High Court is located at Jodhpur. Guwahati High Court has no bench. I may not be sure of other answers, but in the NCERT Class 8 Social Science, they have given a picture of the Guwahati High Court bench, which is in Aizawl. It is given in page number 59. So from this, we can say that Guwahati has no bench is the incorrect statement, which can be directly studied from the NCERT. Next question. Which among the following is not a condition for the disqualification of member of parliament? A. Voluntary accusation of citizen of a foreign country. So this is a disqualification. So if you are voluntarily accused of citizenship of any country, you're automatically, your citizenship is cancelled, as well as your MP post is also, you are also disqualified. Second, holding the office of the chairperson of the National Commission for Women. This may be in doubt. Okay. Third, the members abstain from voting in the house without prior permission. Yes, you should not abstain from voting without getting the permission. If any person from any political party, they abstain from voting, then that is also a condition for disqualification. Then member holds the office of the chairman of the board of directors of the National Coal Corporation Development. Okay. So directly seeing, we can eliminate these two answers because these are the conditions. Either B or D should be the answer. But according to the section 3 of the Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act 1959, in that it is given that certain officers of profit are not considered to be a disqualification. So we can see in section 3 of the Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act of 1959, according to which you can see here, the National Commission for Women, the office of chairpersons, are exempted from office of profit. So this is the right answer. Next question, 35. Who among the following consider the directive principles of state policy as aiming at furthering the goals of social exclusion? Directive principles of state policy, it is given under part 4, right, between articles 36 to 51. right? The criticisms are many. You might have studied about that DPSP is considered as a novel feature as given by Ambedkar, but furthering the goals of social exclusion. This was told by Granville Aston. This is the right answer. This is one of the commentaries of DPSP. Next, D performs her journey by the shortest route from Bangalore to New Delhi. Which one of the following rivers will she cross while performing the journey? So this is about train journey. That too, they have asked the shortest route. That also from Bangalore to New Delhi. Okay. So based on the options, see, they have asked which she will not cross. She will not cross, right? You may be confused, like there are many rivers, so which is the shortest route? Simplest logical answer is, see, New Delhi, it is on the, see, in order to reach New Delhi, you don't have to cross Yamuna. You don't have to cross Yamuna. So New Delhi is placed here. Okay, to the east of New Delhi runs Yamuna. So in whatever way you come, either through Western Ghats or either through Allahabad, that is from central India, you don't have to cross Yamuna, right? So this is Delhi and this is Yamuna. So from this logic, you can say that they don't have to cross Yamuna. So B, Yamuna is the right answer. 37. Identify the state on the basis of the following characteristics. Tropic of Cancer passes through the state. Yes, Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degree north, it passes through this state. Okay. The state extension has more north-south extension. So it is more in a longitudinal manner. The state has international border with Bangladesh and Myanmar. Yes, this is the key point. So the only state which is sharing the boundary with Bangladesh and Myanmar is Mizoram. So from this, we can directly say that answer Mizoram is the right answer. So these are the states in which Tropic of Cancer is passing through: Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, and Mizoram. So from this, you can say that in the northeastern states, Tripura and Mizoram, in that Tripura is only surrounded by Bangladesh. So Mizoram is the only state which is bordering both Bangladesh and Myanmar. 38. M wants to visit a place in the Union Territory which is located at 34 north and 77 east. So we know that our northernmost extension is 36 degree north, right? So obviously, these Andaman, Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Puducherry, all are below Tropic of Cancer. The only state which is above this Tropic of Cancer is Ladakh. Okay, I mean only UT, which is above Tropic of Cancer is Ladakh. So answer is Ladakh. Next question. In a discussion, M from Arunachal Pradesh, J from Assam, N from Meghalaya, and S from Nagaland. Okay, are claiming as per census 2011, their state has the maximum density. Identify the person who is making the correct claim. Okay, so density of population. Which state is having the density of population? That is what they are asking from this. So we know that Arunachal Pradesh has the least density, right? With respect to Meghalaya and Nagaland, we can directly say that Assam, which is the most developed state among those sister states, 7 sister states, we can conclude that J has the, that is Assam has the maximum density of population. Next question. Who among the following ancient Indian kings was praised in glorious terms in the Prayaga Prashasti? This question is directly taken from 6th standard NCERT, our past one, page number 111. In that, they have given that Prashasti means in price of. Prashasti means in price of, and they have given that Samudragupta Prashasti is given in Allahabad pillar inscription. It was written by Harisena. So from this, we can directly, Prayag is nothing but Allahabad, right? So we can say that Samudragupta is the right answer. 42. The self-respect movement was initiated by. Direct factual question. So the self-respect movement was initiated by E.V. Ramasamy Nayakar, also called as Periyar, in 1925. So C is the right answer. Next. 43. Once again, a question from NCERT. The location of the ancient city of Taxila mentioned in the ancient Indian text was identified by. Okay, this is also given, but not in history book, but it is given in English book. class 8 English book, chapter 11, in page number 94. They have given in the box that, see this, archaeologist Alexander Cunningham discovered this Taxila. Okay, so the answer is A, Alexander Cunningham. Next question. Who among the following was not a Jain Acharya? Right. From the options, we can directly eliminate Bhadrabahu, because Bhadrabahu was the person who took Chandragupta Maurya to southern India, and he preached, he's one of the king who preached Jainism. So A is not the right option. B, Hema. Hema was a Buddhist bhikkhuni or nun. Okay, she was a female discipline of Buddha. Right. So from that, we can conclude that D is the answer. She is not a Jain, she is a Buddhist. Hema is the right answer. 45. In India, the first major public appearance of Mahatma Gandhi was in. This is also a direct question from NCERT. So, themes in Indian history, part 3, in the chapter Gandhi and Nationalism. Actually, from this chapter, 2 questions were there. One is this question, and another one is the non-cooperation movement question, which we'll be seeing later. So, in page 347, they have literally taken this. See, Gandhiji, his first major public appearance was in the Banaras Hindu University in February 1916. So the answer is C. Next question. Consider the following statement about Patanjali's Mahabhashya. Patanjali's, this is from ancient India. So this Patanjali's Mahabhashya, it makes a mention of Kautilya. No, it does not make a mention of Kautilya. So first statement is wrong. It is a book on grammar and refers to historical personalities only incidentally. Yes, Patanjali's grammar. So we know that Patanjali, it's a Sanskrit. He wrote the grammar for Sanskrit. So this Patanjali's Mahabhashya is a Sanskrit book. So 2 is the right answer. Next question. The provision, the state shall take steps to separate the judiciary from the executive in the public service of the state, is incorporated in which part of the Indian Constitution? The key word is separate the judiciary from executive. So separation of judiciary from executive is given under Article 50, and this is under Part 4, that is Directive Principles of State Policy. So there are 2 questions from DPSP. One is Granville-Austin, furthering the source of furthering the social exclusion, and then this question. Next, 53. Which of the following statements are correct? Speaker may permit any member to address in mother tongue if he or she cannot adequately express in either Hindi or French, English. Yes, you can speak in your mother tongue. Only thing is the speaker, you need to get the permission from the speaker, and translator will be given. Business of the parliamentary committees is transacted either in Hindi or English. Yes, this is also a right statement. The minutes of the parliamentary committees are prepared invariably in Hindi or English. Yes, this is also a right statement. Actually, it is based on Article 120. Right? Article 120 says that the businesses in Parliament shall be transacted in Hindi or English, provided that the Council of Chairperson of the Council of States or the Speaker, okay, they may allow other persons to speak in their mother tongue if they are not able to speak in Hindi or English. So this is basically from Article 120. So the answer is all the above. 1, 2, 3. A. Which of the following is the correct meaning of the term state as defined in Article 12 of Indian Constitution? So Article 12 says that state includes the government of India and the Parliament of India, the government and legislature of each state, and all local or other authorities within the territory of India. So it is a direct explanation for Article 12. So D is the right answer. 55. Which among the following is the largest state in terms of seats in Rajya Sabha? Based on the population, they have allocated the seats in Rajya Sabha. We have also studied about the fourth schedule. Fourth schedule of Indian Constitution talks about allocation of seats in Rajya Sabha, according to which among the options Bihar has the largest number, right? Considering the whole of India, it is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has the maximum 31, right? And Bihar has 16. Andhra Pradesh has 11. So these are the options. So considering whole of India, it is Uttar Pradesh, but among the options, Bihar is the right answer. Under which article of Indian Constitution there has been provision for reservation of seats for women in Panchayat? That's a direct question. Article 243D. It talks about reservation for women in Panchayat. 1/3, not less than 1/3, should be reserved for women in the chairpersons of Panchayat as well as members. Next, 57. The painted illustration of the moving of Ashokan pillar at Topra is found in. So this is the painted illustration. That is, you can see that the Ashokan pillar, it is being transported through a ship. So it is given in Sirat-e-Furush Shahini. So it gives this is a book which is giving a record of Feroz Shah Tughlaq's time. Okay, it gives account of Feroz Shah Tughlaq's activities. So this also gives a record of this transportation. Okay, which one among the following is the temple of Vaishnavi tradition? Right, Chidambaram is Linga, Gangaikonda Cholapuram is also Shiva, Tanjavur Brihadeshi temple is also Shiva, but Srirangam is a Vishnu. Okay, so this is dedicated to Ranganatha, who is a form of Vishnu. So A is the right answer. Next question. The biography of Sheikh Muslim Chishti, authored by Jahara, is known as. This is also a direct question from NCERT. So in Themes in Indian History, Part 2, Chapter Bhakti and Sufi Traditions, page number 157, there is a box, right? In that you can find that. The following is an excerpt from Jahara's biography of Sheikh Muhyiddin Chishti, titled Manis al-Arwas. Right? From this sentence, you can directly find the answer. A is the answer. Maurice al-Alwas. So it's a direct question. This Bhakti and Sufi tradition chapter from this book, Themes in Industry Part 2, there were 3 questions. This is the first question. We'll see the other questions later. Which of the following is not a political method of moderates in the national movement? So the moderates in the national movement consists of Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and Feroz Shah Mehta. They did not want to overthrow of Indian rule. Okay? They fought for constitutional agitation. They were slow and orderly in their political progress, and they were very instrumental in organizing the public opinion. But they did not aim for overthrow of British rule. Right? So 60, A is the option. 61. Swami Dayananda Saraswati took inspiration from the Vedas. Okay, he used to say that go back to Vedas. Okay, so he was the founder of Arya Samaj, and he's a revivalist movement. He was the one who said that go back to Vedas. So B is the answer. Next question. The call for renunciation of all voluntary association with the British government was given during. So I told you, right? So Gandhi's first public appearance, that was given in this chapter, Gandhi and Indian nationalism. Same chapter, just 4 pages away. Okay, page 350. Same chapter. There is one more question. Okay, you can literally see that they have taken the same words. See, even the brackets. See, renunciation of all voluntary association with the British government. Okay, can see that it is literally the same. Even the brackets are same. So it is dealing with non-cooperation. So answer is non-cooperation movement. Next, which of the following statement is or correct with respect to time zone in India? There is one standard time for whole nation. Yes, we have GMT plus 5:30. This is the standard time for India, whole of India. Andaman, Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep have different time zones. No. Okay. Andaman, Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands have same time zones. That is GMT plus 5:30. Indian standard time is 5.5 hours behind GMT. No, it is not behind GMT. It is ahead of GMT. We are ahead of GMT. The sun rises first in India and then in the Greenwich Meridian, which is in London. So this is also a wrong statement. So the correct statement is A, one only. So this is part 1 of the GS Set A questions of polity, history, and geography. We'll see in the next part. Thank you.